Have you ever wondered if one small act of kindness could change an entire life? Tonight, we will visit a magical kingdom where a kind young girl never stopped believing in hope, even when life became very difficult. This is the timeless story of Cinderella. Long ago, in a peaceful kingdom, there lived a gentle young girl named Cinderella. When she was very little, her loving mother passed away. For many years, Cinderella and her father lived happily together. Her father loved her deeply and tried to give her everything she needed. But after some time, he married again. At first, Cinderella hoped she would have a new family. Instead, everything slowly began to change. Her new stepmother cared only about herself. Her two daughters were proud, lazy, and unkind. After Cinderella's father also passed away, the house became a lonely place. The stepmother ordered Cinderella to cook every meal. She washed clothes by hand. She scrubbed every floor. She carried water from the well. She cleaned fireplaces from morning until night. Although she worked harder than anyone else, she never complained. She believed that kindness was always stronger than anger. Even while sweeping dusty floors, she smiled gently whenever she helped someone. She had almost nothing, but she never lost her beautiful heart. Every evening, after everyone had gone to sleep, Cinderella quietly sat near the warm fireplace. She watched the dancing flames and looked out through the small window toward the stars. She dreamed of a happier tomorrow. Far away, a young prince lived inside the royal castle. He was kind, honest, and respected by everyone. The king and queen wished their son would find someone who truly loved him. So they announced a magnificent royal ball. Every young woman in the kingdom received an invitation. The entire kingdom became excited. People prepared beautiful dresses. Musicians practiced joyful songs. The streets filled with laughter. Even Cinderella received an invitation. For the first time in many years, hope filled her heart. She carefully repaired an old dress that had once belonged to her mother. Night after night, she quietly stitched every little tear. She imagined dancing just once beneath the castle lights. When the evening of the ball finally arrived, Cinderella finished her simple dress. Although it was old, she looked graceful. She came downstairs with a hopeful smile. But her stepsisters laughed loudly. They tore the ribbons from her dress. They ripped the fabric. Soon the beautiful dress was ruined. The stepmother looked at Cinderella without any kindness. "You belong here," she said. "You are only a servant." The carriage left without her. The house became silent. Cinderella ran into the garden. She tried not to cry, but the tears finally came. She believed her dream was over forever. Just then, a warm golden light slowly filled the garden. A gentle fairy godmother appeared with a loving smile. "My dear child," she said softly, "kindness is never forgotten." With one graceful wave of her glowing wand, magic surrounded everything. A pumpkin became a magnificent golden carriage. 4 little mice transformed into elegant white horses. A small lizard became a cheerful coachman. Cinderella's torn dress shimmered with silver light. It became a breathtaking blue gown covered with sparkling crystals. Tiny glass slippers appeared on her feet. She looked into the magical mirror and hardly recognized herself. Before Cinderella left, the fairy godmother gently warned her, The magic will disappear at midnight. Cinderella thanked her with all her heart. The carriage rolled toward the glowing royal castle. The grand ballroom sparkled with thousands of candles. Beautiful music filled the air. Everyone stopped talking as Cinderella entered. No one recognized the quiet servant girl. The prince looked across the room. The moment he saw her, everything else disappeared. He politely invited her to dance. Together they laughed. They walked through the royal gardens. They spoke about kindness, hope, and helping others. For the first time in many years, Cinderella truly felt happy. Time passed quickly. Suddenly, the great castle clock began to strike midnight. 1, 2, 3. Cinderella remembered the fairy godmother's warning. She quickly thanked the prince and ran toward the palace stairs. As she hurried away, one tiny glass slipper slipped from her foot. The prince picked it up carefully. He knew he had to find the mysterious young woman. The next morning, royal messengers traveled throughout the kingdom. Every young woman was invited to try on the glass slipper. Many believed it would fit. None succeeded. Finally, the royal carriage arrived at Cinderella's house. The stepsisters pushed each other aside. One tried to force her foot into the slipper. The other tried even harder, but it simply would not fit. The prince noticed Cinderella quietly standing in the corner. Her stepmother quickly protested. "She is only a servant." But the prince smiled kindly. Everyone deserves a chance. Cinderella gently placed her foot into the slipper. It fit perfectly. Then she reached into her pocket and revealed the second glass slipper. The prince immediately recognized her. His smile said everything. Soon, the kingdom celebrated a joyful royal wedding. People came from every village. Music echoed through the castle. Flowers covered every path. The king and queen welcomed Cinderella with open hearts. Although life had been unfair, Cinderella never became bitter. She forgave those who had treated her badly. Her kindness inspired everyone around her. From that day forward, the kingdom remembered not only a beautiful princess, but a queen whose greatest treasure was her gentle heart. And whenever children looked toward the shining castle, they remembered one simple truth: true kindness always finds its way home.